Trust me, I know how it goes. You are busy, maybe you have some kiddos running around, or you're working another job, but you want to be bringing in a little extra income, then this video is for you. Today I'm sharing 5 ways that you can quickly start making money online. Hi, my name is Jess and my YouTube channel is all about ways to make money, income ideas, side hustle ideas, how to save money, budgeting tips, how to start businesses, and more. So if that is of interest to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So first off, I have to talk about digital product. Now, don't shoot the messenger here, because this is actually one way that I think is so smart for everyone to start doing. More people need to start doing this. And this is something that I actually recently started, is creating digital downloadable products. The reason that I really like this idea and this income stream is because once you have it set up, it's actually very, very passive, meaning you create the product, you set it up on Etsy or whatever website, and you don't really have to do anything other than a little bit of marketing, and people can buy your products and it can snowball and snowball and become a very, very passive source of income for you. Because of that, I'm giving this 4 stars. I do think that it is pretty easy to get started. You are going to need to have some sort of skill to get started with this income idea, and you're going to have to create the content in the first place. But again, once you have it live and listed, you're done. You don't really need to do anything else. From my experience with starting my own digital products, I think it could take anywhere from like 2 to 4 weeks to start getting paid clients, kind of depending on how you are pitching it, how you are marketing it and selling it. I definitely think that the potential income here could really range from $100 a month to several $1,000s a month. Again, just kind of depending on how your marketing efforts go, where you're marketing, if you're marketing at all. And if you want to get started on this one, I recommend building your digital product on a website like Canva. You could also be setting up things like, monthly budget trackers. And for that, you might want to just use like an Excel spreadsheet. And then you can go ahead and start selling them on Etsy, or I actually use Stan Store for my digital download products. And then you can start promoting this product through Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, really any form of social media. You could also do paid advertising if you want. If you are posting it on Etsy, of course, Etsy has its own search engine and ad platform, so you could definitely leverage that. Those are just a few ideas, but I think that digital downloadable products are really, really smart to get started, and a really easy way for most people to actually get started making passive income online. And by the way, if you want a full-on step-by-step guide for how to go from $0 to $1,000 a month on your digital downloadable product, make sure you check out my ebook. I will link that one down in my description box. It is a very thorough step-by-step guide for creating your first digital download, making it, how and where to list it, how to start getting sales, and ultimately scale it to $1,000 a month. So if you want to take online sales seriously, make sure you go download that ebook. All right, so next idea for you is actually freelancing. I know a lot of people talk about this, but there's a reason why, and it's because it is so attainable and easy for anybody to do. Everybody has a skill that they can leverage as a freelancer. It could be copywriting skills, it could be proofreading skills, it could be translating something from one language to English, it could be blog writing, it could be video editing, it could be resume rebuilding. Any sort of skill like that, big or small, you can sell it as a freelance service. I'm giving this one also 4 stars because I think most people already have some sort of skill that they can start leveraging as a freelancer, and it is going to take a little bit of basic profile setup. But again, getting kind of those first few clients is going to take a little bit of time because there are a lot of freelancers out there. I think if you are priced competitively, you could start getting paying clients within a couple of days. And depending on kind of what your freelance service is, it could be anywhere from a couple $100s to, again, up to $1,000 doing freelancing. I recommend checking out Fiverr or Upwork to actually go ahead and get started. You can browse on there to see what kind of skills other people are offering, and that might start sparking some ideas within you for what you could start offering as a service to other people as well. Make sure that you have a super clean, clear, crisp profile photo, because people like to judge people based on how they look. So make sure you have a nice photo as your profile picture, include some examples of your work, and set multiple packages at different price points so that people have various options to choose from for your services. All right, next let's talk about online surveys. I've talked about this on several of my other making money online type of videos because I think it is such a strong option, really. It's something that you can do if you just have 5, 10, 15 minutes here and there. Let's say your baby is napping, or let's say you are riding the bus home from work, or let's say that you're sitting in the doctor's office waiting to be called, it's been a 30-minute wait, you know, you could be filling out online surveys in these little pockets of windows that you have. And that's why I think it's really awesome for busy people. I give this one 5 stars because it is so easy to get started. It is free to sign up. And again, it doesn't take any sort of skill. It doesn't take a ton of extra time. You can just use little pockets of time that you have throughout your day. The downside to this one is that the income potential is definitely a little bit lower. I think more in the $50 to $100 range is more realistic. But if you just are looking for something to do in a little bit of free time, maybe instead of mindless scrolling before bed, you'd fill out a couple of surveys, but you could still use this money for things like groceries or whatever. And you know, I think even $100 or $200 a month is still really helpful. I like to use Prime Opinion for online surveys because it is so easy to sign up. They have like how long it takes to fill out a survey. Users give like a star rating as well, so you can see like how worth your time the survey might be. You can see like how much it would pay you versus how long it's going to take you, so you can kind of weigh, you know, time versus payout. So I really like that website. There's also websites like User Testing that does more of like website testing. So there's different options out there, but I think this one is just such an easy one for anybody that's just trying to make money fast, because you can start getting paid literally same day. All right, next let's talk about monetizing a short form content. As you guys all know, short form is so important these days. Everyone just has a really short attention span. They love spending time on TikTok. So I think that leveraging what's trending and what's working is really smart. And this is actually something I need to be better about. I need to start making more short form content. So just start filming, you know, whatever you're doing throughout your day. Even if you are just going to a 9-to-5 job, surprisingly, people like hearing about people's 9-to-5 work life. I am only giving this one 3 stars because it is going to take a little bit longer to get to a point where you're actually getting paid, and it's going to take a lot more like discipline and consistency to get to that point as well. I would say it's going to take probably a couple of months to start getting paid from doing short form content. Although if you are really consistent about it, I mean, posting every single day on TikTok, you could definitely get to a point where you're making money within a month. What's awesome though about content creation is that the income potential is kind of like the sky's the limit. Like, you can be making money from the platform itself, you can be making from affiliate sales, and you can be making from brands wanting to partner with you and have you talk about their product or service. Let me tell you, brands are willing to pay a lot of money for this type of thing. If you want to get started, pick a platform that you already really like or already use. It could be YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, etc. I recommend trying to post at least 1 video per day and think about how you can make the video like helpful or useful to other people. Or you could also go for more of like a funny, relatable lens. And then of course, make sure you're using trending sounds, trending audio. And once you start building a little bit of a following, you can always start including those affiliate links to products and start making money kind of secondarily that way. All right, and my 5th idea for you is actually selling AI generated merch designs on products sold potentially through Etsy. I think what's really awesome about this is if you don't have like design skills, you can again use AI to generate these designs, put them on products, and then that just takes so many steps out for you and makes it so much easier for you. I'm giving this one 4 stars for ease to get started because it doesn't require any design skills. Again, we're going to use AI to generate images, but it is going to take a little bit of time to set up, gain momentum, and again, kind of gain some traffic on your products. I think it's going to take a few days to get set up and then probably a couple of weeks to start gaining some momentum. And as far as how much you can make, I definitely think it could be anywhere from $100 a month to several $100s a month, kind of again, just depending on how much time and effort you put into your marketing. But again, what's really cool about this income idea is that once it's set up, it is actually a very passive source of income. So you can actually get started with Midjourney. It does cost money to use that platform, but I think it's probably worth it if you are going to be, you know, generating lots of images for your business and you don't want to create the images yourself. Once you have your designs figured out, you'll want to use printify.com to actually create your products. So they have all sorts of stuff like mugs, hats, t-shirts, etc. Put your image on the merch, and then once you have that designed, you can actually upload it onto Etsy, and it integrates into Etsy so that basically anytime somebody places an order, it will automatically print that product with your design on it. So it's actually really cool because again, this is very passive. You're not going to have to create or manage any inventory. Somebody places an order, it automatically gets fulfilled through this Printify order fulfillment process. You'll just need to spend a little bit of time getting your products set up on, you know, Etsy, or if you're using Shopify, that works too. Make sure you have good keywords in the title and the description. I recommend using ChatGPT or other AI tools to maximize your SEO and have really good keywords keywords in your search. And then that's basically it. Just think about ways you want to market this, whether that be on Instagram, TikTok, paid ads, etc. Because again, once it's set up, it is hands off the wheel because it is print on demand. So those are the 5 ideas I have for you guys as far as making money online. Easy ways to get started. I gave you some really simple ideas like online surveys, and then some more complex ideas that might have bigger potential in the long run, like setting up a print on demand store. But I think that there are lots of options out there. So let me know if you guys found any of these ideas helpful. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. And again, if you want a really thorough step-by-step guide on how to create your first digital product and scale it to be making over $1,000 a month, make sure you check out my ebook down in my description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch up with you next time.